I am Kristen Armstrong, and this is April Armstrong, and today we are going to be learning the meaning of new words using context clues, word chunking, and dictionary skills. We are using Arizona Standard 3.L.4, and it is to determine or clarify the meaning of unknown and multiple meaning words and phrases based on grade 3 reading and content, choosing flexibly from a range of strategies. Okay, so today we're going to be word detectives. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so our mystery word is glistening. So let's make some predictions about what this word could mean. What do you think? Look at this word, glistening. What do you think? It does not have to be correct. When you hear that word glistening, what's the first thing that pops into your brain?
Like listening?
Like listening, okay.
So
Yeah, why do you think that?
Because, like, if you take away the G, it just says listening.
Okay, that is a very good observation. Very, very good. Okay, so today we're going to be our word detectives. That means we're going to use our clues, and we are going to find the meanings of new words. Okay, so we are going to use 3 different clues. So our first clue is we're going to use clues that happen in our sentence. Those are called context clues, okay? Our second clue is breaking words into smaller parts. And our third clue is checking a dictionary.
Ooh.
So these strategies will help us understand what we read and help us become better writers. Okay, so have you ever come across a word in a book that you did not know? When you read Wonder, did you find a word that you did not know? Maybe.
I found many, but I.
So what do you do? What do you
remember.
do when you find a word you don't know?
When I find a word I don't know, I like, if I don't know how to pronounce it, and I would say it out from phonogram to phonogram, and then I would look around the word to see what the word means.
Very smart. So those are context clues. Okay. So we're going to practice. So the glistening snow covered the ground after the storm. So what do you think glistening means? If I use it in that sentence, the glistening snow covered the ground after the storm. Take a minute. Think about it. You got time. What do you think? What does snow do after a storm?
Like, it covers roads and roofs.
It does cover roads and roofs. What does it look like?
Looks like white flakes.
White flakes. Anything else? Is it wet or is it dry?
It's like in the middle.
Okay. So if it's kind of wet and kind of dry, how could you describe what it looks like?
I can describe that it looks like by describing it like it's actually like kind of like ice, because ice is dry and it's wet.
So what does ice look like? If you see ice outside, what does it kind of do?
It melts.
It melts, but what does it look like? What's an adjective that you can use to describe to me what it looks like?
It looks white.
It looks white. Yeah, that's a good adjective. Does it look like it is like dull? Is it dull like wood? Or do you think it's like a little bit shiny?
Like kind of dull like wood, but also it looks just a teeny bit shiny.
That's right. Okay, so glistening is an adjective that means shining with a sparkling light. So what does glistening mean?
Glistening wood. So basically, in the sentence, the glistening stone, not stone, the glistening snow covered the ground after the storm. So what it means is the sparkly and shiny snow covered the ground after
Excellent.
the storm.
You ready for another one? Okay, let's try one more. Okay. The fragrant flowers made the room smell wonderful. What do we think that fragrant means?
Like,
Listen to that sentence. Do you need a minute? Okay.
It means like it means that the flowers smell really good, that it's good enough to make the room smell good.
Good. So you listened to the rest of the sentence and you figured out what that word means. That's very good. So let's look at the definition. What does the definition say?
Have a pleasant, sweet smell. She gathered the
Fragrant.
fragrant blooms.
So were you right? You were right. Okay, you ready to do one more?
Yeah.
Okay, one more. The delicate butterfly landed softly on the flower. What does delicate mean?
Delicate means like delicate means like shy.
Kind of like
What's that?
gentle.
Yeah, shy and
Yeah.
gentle.
Okay, so let's look at that definition.
Very fine in structure or texture, fragile. The dress was made of delicate fabric.
Very good. Very good. That was excellent. Good job. Okay, so we are going to practice using our strategies to find the mystery of the meaning words. Okay? So the baby bird was famished after a long day of chirping in the nest. So what do you think famished means?
I think it means like it was tired.
Okay, so do you think that tired is, well, it could be tired, but
True.
famished could also mean if they're in the nest all day and the mommy bird is away, what did they not get? Food.
Oh, so it must mean that it was starving all day in the nest.
So what does famished mean?
Starving.
Or hungry. Yeah, very good. Okay, so the magician's trick was so bewildering that no one could figure out how he did it. So what do you think bewildering means?
Was like it. So it's basically saying that the musician's trick was amazing. Was so amazing that no one could figure out how he did it.
Right, but if no one could figure out how he did it, what were the other people feeling?
Concerned.
Were they feeling concerned? If they couldn't figure it out,
They were concerned on how he did it.
was it concerned or confused?
Confused.
Confused. Yes, they were confused. Very good. Okay, so after running the race, Mia took a long drink of water to quench her thirst. What do you think that quench means?
I think it means that so since it says that Mia took a long drink, it must mean that she was very thirsty after running the race.
Good. So if she was thirsty, what did she need?
She needed water.
Good. And when she drank the water, what did that do?
I think it gave her more energy.
It gave her more energy because it satisfied what she needed. Yes? Very good. Okay. So we are going to keep going here. Okay, and I have this little practice sheet for you. So what I would like for you to do is you're going to read this. Go ahead and read this for me.
Lena and her friends decided to explore the dense forest behind their neighborhood tree. The trees were towering, their branches stretching high into the sky. As they walked, they heard a
Melodious Melodious. Yes.
sound coming from the small creek. There were
Where birds
where birds were singing in harmony. Suddenly, a
peculiar
peculiar
Mhm.
plant caught Lena's attention. It had glowing blue leaves with a faint,
Mhm.
sweet scent. She bent it. She
Bent
bent
down.
down
Mhm.
to
Examine.
examine it, feeling hesitant about touching something so unusual.
Very good. Okay, so we're just going to reread this together. Okay. Lena and her friends decided to explore the dense forest behind their neighborhood. The trees were towering, their branches stretching high into the sky. As they walked, they heard a melodious sound coming from a small creek where birds were singing in harmony. Suddenly, a peculiar plant caught Lena's attention. It had glowing blue leaves and a faint, sweet scent. She bent down to examine it, feeling hesitant about touching something so unusual. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to look at these words. Okay, we have the word dense, towering,
melodious,
peculiar, very good,
and hesitant.
and hesitant. So you're going to look at these words and you're going to use your clues to tell me what you think they mean. Okay? And when you're done, we're going to look them up in the dictionary and see if we were right.
Okay.
Okay? So go ahead and work on that.